Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Mystical Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So it's going to be a reading that I'm doing for spring equinox and our new moon in Aries, right? As it is officially now our new astrological year. Now we're feeling this beautiful Aries energy that came right in alignment with this spring equinox. So powerful, right? Like within 24 hours apart. So this is very beautiful because a lot of us are going through major transformations and ascensions, and this is the time where you're really manifesting your dreams, right? Because this is just so beautiful. um, I can't even explain like everything that happened for me in the last equinox that we had. That was the end of September. I went through my major like ascension, and it was like a transformation that I went through, but it was like on multiple levels at once. It was like an accelerated ascension. It brought me all the way to the 5D Christ conscious level, because it's like when certain things happen as you're getting into this higher vibrational, it's like it can trigger and it can happen very rapidly, very quickly, right? So for a lot of you, it's like a lot of these energies and DNA upgrades came through within the gateway and the portal that was opened up on the equinox. But you might notice certain triggers and certain things that are going to unlock these and that are going to cause these rapid accelerated ascensions, manifestations, things like that. It's very, very exciting. A big factor is you're going to notice that you're able to control your emotions a lot more, that people are not going to be able to trigger you as much, that you're going to realize, you're going to start to see like things in a new light, different ways. It's like if something breaks or doesn't work, maybe in the past before, like you get really upset if something breaks or it doesn't work anymore. But now it's like you're able to use these setbacks as advantages. You're able to see like, okay, well, that didn't work out. Well, that's going to allow me to do that, and things like that. And then you really get in this empowerment level where you really start to feel that, yeah, I'm tired of being a people pleaser anymore. I'm not going to be giving away my power and my energy to anybody. So you start to pour more of this love into yourself, and sometimes that's a trigger. So sometimes just certain things start to happen. But as you start to pour that love back into yourself and you start to reclaim your power and your energy, that's what could do this, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, wow, I feel more empowered when I'm doing things that I want, when I'm saying no to people instead of saying yes, and I'm doing things for me and things like that. And then you start to come up, and you start to realize that, yeah, I've been giving away my power to so many people, and I really need to start pursuing my dreams and my desires, my passions. You see where I'm going with this? Then as you start to do those things, you start to elevate and you start to bring in more opportunities and experiences that are right in alignment with this new moon energy. So let's get into the cards, right? And I've been doing multiple readings. I just did a beautiful one off energy cards, but I don't know if it's going to upload because I did it with my computer. I'm trying to go back and forth. I really want to, but see, like I'm going with the flow. I'm like, all right, well, my hotspot's not working, my computer's going down, the Wi-Fi card I think is going in and out on it. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna have to use my phone, right? So maybe this will allow me to upload quicker, maybe give me more advantages, because it's kind of hard to do readings right now with me living in hotels with my children. So maybe this is going to force me to just go do some readings like outdoors or away now that I'll be mobile on the go with my phone. So I don't know, I'm trying to erase these things, right? Or maybe it's telling me, okay, it's time to get a new computer. All right, so with that being said, if anybody wants to help with the donation, I'm up for anything. And even if you don't have anything you want to donate, but you do want to help me, you can always like my videos, share them, or just subscribe, right? All of that's love by way too. All right, so I see the Dharma wheel right away. So a lot of karmic lessons are being closed out. Peer pressure, a lot of you were realizing that you were being pressured into things. For some of you too, I'm getting the strong energy of like children. For some of you, you felt that you had to stay in certain situations because you had kids, right? Or you were letting them kind of control you and hold you back. We need to realize that when you do that, you're constantly giving away your power and your energy to your children. You're depleting yourself too. You really need to reclaim that energy and that power and do things for you, right? You know, that's going to allow you to have more love to give. So I felt a pull from the Sacred Light Oracle first. This is a very powerful deck for intentions, and I felt very guided to it last year around my ascension, right? Wow, those cards all dropped out. This is beautiful. Look at this galactic vibration. This is a very, very powerful card. It says you're raising your resilience, you're a direct channel. So a lot of you are getting direct downloads and guidance and divine because you're aligning your chakras and you're allowing your crown chakra to open up and get divine guidance and downloads, right? So this is very, very beautiful. And language of light, rediscovery, humbling waters, and communication. Beautiful. Archangel Michael is here, heart warrior, divine protection. So a lot of you are having a lot of synchronistic events. And you know, synchronicities are often signs, messages, right? So when you notice these things, they shuffled right back to it. You need to pay attention. Why? What is going on when you're seeing the synchronistic event, right? So for a lot of you, it's like you could be noticing you're thinking about something and then all of a sudden, there it is, there it is. Like, you're very, very powerful, right? So a lot of you, like, you're calling in your soul family, your soul tribe, new friendships, new relationships, all across the board are coming out here. There's a lot of happy reunions. A lot of you could be coming together with like past life friends and lovers, things like that. You're going to have this instant connection. You're going to notice this when you look at one another. It's the connection like through the eyes. That's why they often say that the eyes are like the doorway to the soul, because you recognize people with level with your eyes. Like if you ever locked eyes with somebody and it's like, wow, like I know you. There's something about you. There's something to do with the eyes here, right? Universal Merkaba, a sacred purpose. You have the answer. So a lot of you, lucid dreaming, a lot of you are getting clarity and visions from enlightenment from your dreams. These could be daydreams, they could be flashes, they could be visions that you receive, but they could literally be dreams. A lot of you are realizing that while you're in the dreamscape that your dreams are more vivid, more clear. You're able to lucid dream. When you realize you're dreaming, you're able to kind of shapeshift, and then you're able to move about, go discover information, things like that. So very powerful. Temple of Secrets here. Secrecy, isolation, observation. So for a lot of you, you could be getting things revealed to you of people that have been hiding things. You've been observing things. You're kind of seeing things differently. You're showing ritual magic too. I'm getting some people have had you under spell work, manipulation and control. But by you elevating and raising your vibration, they no longer have control over you. It's like some people, you know, do spell work on you. Like, for instance, people think spell work is often, oh, it has to be a ritual that's done by a witch and a practitioner and things like that. It's not always that. People can manipulate, control you with spell work just by constantly saying things with their words, having control over you, dominating you by putting you down, by constantly saying things or bringing up your insecurities. Like, you can never leave me. You don't have a job. You don't have resources. You don't have an income. You don't support yourself. You don't take care of your children. You do that, da 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 da. You see how that's putting you down? It's kind of strongholding you. It's actually spell work that they're doing on you, for manipulation and control and making you feel as though you need that. You see what I mean? It's things like that. It's the mindset. They're controlling your mind. They are manipulating, controlling your mind. They're putting down your level. They're taking away from your free will, things like that. So a lot of you can be realizing, in fact, how you've been giving power away to people by being people pleasers, by not standing up for yourself. Okay. Sphere of light, healing hands, empathic qualities, and animal wisdom. Wow. A lot of you are going to be realizing that you have a lot of very powerful gifts. A lot of you have very healing hands, right? They could be things that you do with your hands, right? Whether you create something, whether it's spiritual work. Psychometry, I'm getting very strongly. A lot of you are very powerful with things that you touch, right? But you could be doing anything with Reiki healing to palmistry. A lot of psychic abilities and gifts are really going to be coming out at this time. But there's a lot of empathic qualities here and a lot of animal wisdom that you guys have. You could have a strong connection with certain animals at this time. Pay attention to animals that you're seeing. And it doesn't have to be in the physical realms. It could literally be like through your social media platforms and things like that. If you're noticing a lot of these animals, they're spirit animals, the guys that are trying to work with you, to try to get you different messages, communication. A lot of you get protection from the spirit world of animals, right? Consciousness, self-aware, personal realization, and prejudice. Wow. There's definitely a higher level of consciousness and ascensions and shifts that are going on. This is such a beautiful time. I'm really excited to see the change of vibrational energies that I feel. Wow, this is a very powerful deck. If you do feel as though you want to get it, maybe for some of you it's like be an oracle, a tarot card reader. If you're feeling very guided to oracle, I would definitely get the Sacred Light Oracle if you feel you're going through an ascension, right? Well, you really should. It's very powerful. See, it's a blend of messages from ascended masters in the spiritual hierarchy. By assessing light realms on the cards, you will expand your consciousness and receive direct messages from ascension guides and spirit and celestial teachers. So it's very, very powerful. There's sacred geometry within each of the cards too. So certain things like unlock. And I've been talking about this too. It's like a lot of times these energies come through these gateways, these portals, but it's like they don't unlock certain things until something else triggers them. For some of you, you need to get out under the sun, and the sun rays will do this. Because sometimes, you need to get out in the sun to eliminate negativity and toxicity. And it's like a lot of times that stuff gets pulled out of you. And then these activations can happen. A lot of times it's the food too. If you're eating a lot of processed foods and a lot of sugars, things like that, they can block up your stuff from being able to, your chakras able to open up and align, right? So ridding yourself of a lot of toxins, toxicities, right? A lot of it's the electromagnetic stuff through the electronics. So getting outdoors is going to be very beneficial. But if you get out on her moonlight too, and you're under the moon and the stars, a lot of you are getting the moon rays too that could activate things for you. So definitely getting out to can do these things and can trigger these things, right? A lot of you too, I was getting something meant see. A lot of you, there's something at the clouds. It's not hydromancy. I did a reading with the divination of the ancients. So you guys might want to take a look at my readings I did yesterday, because I keep seeing the cloud card, mystic. So a lot of you, like, you're a natural psychic because that's that mystic card. But there's something to do with clouds, getting out, looking at clouds. Like, you could see imagery through clouds. There's something about looking at the clouds. And there's an ancient practice of divination surrounding that. People that can see imagery through clouds. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but you can look it up too. So somebody could have that gift. So like, you could literally be an oracle. Because it used to be oracles a long time ago. They would look to the clouds, right, for answers. And then it was forbidden to do that. Alright, so let's get into some moon cards, right? Since we have this beautiful new moon in Aries, let's see the energies that are coming out. Source, divine spirit, all my angels, guides, ancestors of divine love, all my spiritual teachers, goddesses. What's going on here with this new moon in Aries? Beauty. And pleasure. Ooh, yeah, for a lot of you, like, you really just needed to pour some love into yourself and to heal and experience pleasure. So for a lot of you, that was unlocking your femininity, your beautiful energy, and getting that balancing out. Because getting this strong energy, like somebody, I'm going to use the word rigid, right? Somebody who's very rigid, I'm hearing. Like, I'm getting like Queen of Swords energy. It's like somebody had to be so defensive, or constantly had somebody that was constantly coming at them, picking at them, right? Because maybe it's not you that's rigid. Maybe there was energy around you that was rigid. And I don't even ever use that word. I'm going to look it up after this. I don't even know the full. But that's what I keep hearing. Somebody's saying somebody was very rigid. Oh, no. So anyway, I'm getting that it was turning somebody into like this Queen of Swords energy, and she's very communicative, right? She strategizes, she plans. Getting somebody always needed to like strategize and plan and figure things out, and and they can be emotionally detached, right? Queen of Swords can kind of be cold. She can be the bee if she's in the reverse, right? But I'm not getting that. But it's just this energy of like somebody was like, just, I'm getting so stressed out, needing to plan, strategize, always in charge, things like that. Boss energy, like that she wasn't able to have fun. It wasn't very loving and caring. So she needed to have some like love poured into her, right? But she needed to do this herself. It's like she's been waiting for somebody to do this for her, or waiting for things to come out. No, she needed to do it herself. She needed to see how beautiful she was. She needed to embrace her beauty. She needed to, that's what this beautiful transformation is. She needed to experience pleasure. She needed to be set free from all of the worry and this rigid person. that's constantly putting cuts on her, doing spell work and controlling her. And for some of you, maybe it might not be somebody in your physical world. It could be somebody projecting it your way, or it could be outdated programming. If this person had like a very controlling mother, a very toxic mother, it could have instilled things in her mind, making her feel like you're not pretty, you're not good enough, you don't deserve love, you don't deserve these things. Maybe she needed to reprogram her mind. Maybe she needed to get this out of her mind, right? And abandonment issues can do that. Having a mother that didn't love you or didn't know how to show love and things like that, can do all of that. So yeah, there's definitely wisdom here. Somebody is reaching for the stars. They are bringing their dreams into fruition. You could be studying or doing some sort of knowledge here. She's standing on some sort of books here, but I'm definitely seeing elevate. Somebody is definitely elevating, and they're realizing that they're very much able to reach their dreams. That's beautiful. Darkness. Ooh, I love this card. This talks about passions. Look at that, extremes. So for a lot of you, pleasure and passion, like you're literally getting a very passionate lover. You're going to be, I'm getting for some of you, there's going to be, I'm hearing like sexual healing, that song. Some of you literally, like, you're going to have a connection and it is going to just heal you. Like, you're really going to experience love. Maybe for some of you, like, you haven't been at any sexual encounters, okay? And that can very much turn you cold, because it can close off your sacral chakra. I'm not saying go do that with just anybody, because it's a sacred energy exchange, right? But I'm getting that, there's this connection. And see, you can't just have that connection with anybody either, right? It's just for some of you, like, because I was talking about soulmates, right? It's like for some of you, you're going to get into a connection with like past life lover, soulmate. And when you guys do that energy exchange, it's going to set you free. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like this is love. And it's going to unlock, and it's going to, oh my gosh. It's like just somebody was really getting love the wrong way. Right? And it made them feel as though they were not beautiful, not good enough. That's why I'm getting that a lot of people are really going to feel empowered to love themselves. Like, if you can't love me right, I'm going to love myself, right? And somebody they're going to come across a past life lover, soulmate, and that's why there's going to be so much passion. That's what I mean, like, you can't just have that with anybody. It's more than the physical, right? And you do a sacred energy exchange, and you want to be careful, because you just don't want to sleep with anybody and take on their demons and their karma. No, you want to clean yourself, right? You got to be careful of STDs, and I mean sexual transmitted demons too, because those things come through. That ain't no joke. So there is a divine masculine here, the lunar god. Oh my. There's definitely divines coming together for sure. And a lot of that balancing out. A lot of these divine feminines are calling in their divine masculines, their counterparts. They damn sure are, because they're starting to love themselves finally. And by doing that, they're balancing their energies out, and they're calling in their divines. So peace and harmony is being restored. There's this patient energy. There's definitely portal energy here. See that? This portal, this gateway. So a lot of you guys, like, you need to know that you purge things out, that the divine's bringing these things in. A lot of you are being called to have patience, because you've had people watch you, and they're clearing up their energy to come in for you. I'm getting that too. There's definitely a beautiful balancing out. These cards are filled with so much energy. Oh my gosh. Things that were not within reach are going to be able to reach you now. For some of you, you just need to accept these things. Don't ever think that a situation was like a waste of time. Yeah, look, attraction. Because for some of you, like, you had to go down these spiritual healings, these lessons. They taught you. Sorry guys, that sounds awful, right? I'm getting over my cold, hopefully. But they allowed you to do this healing. It's like if you wouldn't have come across these certain people that didn't love you right, it wouldn't have empowered you to get this confidence to love yourself. And now that you're loving yourself, or got into that confidence energy to love yourself, now you're going to be able to have this right person love you. It's like sometimes you have to be treated bad to know what it's like to be treated good. I don't know. That's what I'm getting. That it for some of you, like, you weren't open to love before. You wouldn't have seen it. You wouldn't have known it, because if you were still so broken, you were projecting. So for a lot of you, like, if you're projecting, you're you're only able to see what you feel inside. So if that person was pouring that love out to you, you wouldn't have seen it because you would have been projecting. And so for some of you, it's like, be thankful you have those relationships that treated you that way, that broke you open to heal you. Because what if you didn't have those, then you just had your amazing, your love of a life, past life lover come together for you, and you push them away because you were projecting and you were still broken, right? But see, it's like those relationships, those people's what broke you open and did heal you and prepare you for your best love. And that's the karma. That's how you can look at it, is that, yeah, maybe they did you wrong and all of that, but you know what? They led you down your path of healing, and they did that, and all they did is prepare you for your greatest lover. So it really is their loss in the end, right? Alright guys, well that was the reading that I had for you. Hopefully it helped you. Definitely like, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel, definitely do that. You guys are guided to me for a reason. You should check out multiple readings that I do surrounding whatever you come in at, because that's the vibrational frequency I'm on. And I know that my description box when I'm doing the upload from my phone, it's not always there. So you can just check out some of my other readings if you want to know more. I'm trying to work on how to get this going. Anyways, love and light to all of you guys. Bye.